you're using HighLevel and feeling overwhelmed, you're doing it wrong. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. Most people are wasting hours every single day in HighLevel doing things the hard way. And the worst part, they don't even realize it. So I'm gonna show you the exact mistakes that are stealing 90% of your time, and more importantly, how to fix them in the next 10 minutes. So let's get into it. Mistake number one is building everything from scratch every single time. This is the biggest time killer I see. You're already building the same stuff over and over again. You get a new client, get into HighLevel, you start building workflows, you're creating the same lead nurture sequence you've built 47 times already, setting up the same SMS automations, the same email campaigns, the same forms. So instead, pay attention, create a master snapshot with everything you've built. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. So every single time, instead, whenever you build something, you should go to the agency view, go to account snapshots, and make sure to create a snapshot of whatever you are building. So that way, instead of building multiple build-outs over and over from absolute scratch, what you should do is have a snapshot for whatever niche you've built, or if the same niche, then just use the same snapshot over and over, but always create a snapshot of everything you are building. Then what I do is I have in my NordPass, I have links of the most important snapshots that I use. And if you don't know how to do this, it's pretty simple. You just click on create new snapshot and you're gonna select the sub account that you've built. You need to do this in every sub account and keep a link of every single snapshot. Okay, the next mistake I see is not using folders. So if your digital HighLevel account looks like a landfill, you have a bunch of workflows scattered, you need to start creating folders ASAP. For example, my client onboarding folder contains the workflows that are related to client onboarding. I have a workflow folder specifically for one of my offers, which is the Fractional Tech Wizard. I have a particular folder just for the recurring membership, my community, the automation school, and so on. Otherwise, it will be a nightmare to just find any of the workflows that I built. And now that we talk about workflows, mistake number 3, and this is something that goes overlooked. Now that HighLevel has workflow AI, there's absolutely no need to build everything from scratch. Instead, use and abuse the build using AI. So in the build using AI, you can put exactly what you want. For example, after a contact tag is added, send a proposal, an invoice, an SMS, a manual action to call, and add notes for when the tag was added. So watch me building this very simple workflow using the workflow AI. Instead of me manually creating every single step in the skeleton, the workflow AI builder would take care of this. So as you can see, I didn't have to manually build this workflow. I used the workflow AI builder and all these things have been already done. And now that we're talking about workflows, let's talk about mistake number 4. So mistake number 4 is manually doing what should be automated. So there's a lot of people that are still doing manual tasks that HighLevel can do automatic on autopilot. So before you do another manual task again, you should see what are all the things that can trigger workflows in HighLevel. Constant field changes, contacts created, birthday reminder, notes added, notes changed, events, for example, call status, email events, customer replies. So there's a big list of things that can be done. So I strongly recommend that whenever you check these workflow triggers, you automate as much as humanly possible. Payments, Shopify, Facebook or Instagram events, communities, certificates, communication. On top of that, the actions, the most important thing. So there are so many things that can be done in HighLevel and people don't use. Proposals, for example, sending documents and contracts, sending invoices to the client, sending SMS, but there is plenty of other things that go overlooked. For example, you can 100% do math operations. You can add to another workflow. You can remove from another workflow. You can text format, you can custom code, translate content, summarize text, intent detection, decision maker, do ChatGPT analysis of data, messages, form submissions, etc. You can update appointment status, you can create appointments, you can create opportunity, add owner to opportunity, add followers, update opportunities, send invoices, all of that. And there is more that I haven't even covered yet. So honestly, a lot of these things go underutilized. So before you do any other manual action, again, take a stock inventory, take stock of whatever you're doing and do an inventory of all the things that can be automated and actually squeeze the juice out of HighLevel. So you get 100% of what you're paying for. So one of the biggest mistakes is not using custom values. I always tell my clients and all the people I work with that you should custom value everything. So if you're not using custom values, you need to type out the information on each new funnel that you build and each new workflow over and over. You're basically rewriting. Instead, store information once, use it everywhere. For example, the title of my free training, the button main heading, the free training start date and time, the free training outcome, the free training benefits, the host name, the host bio. So that way I can use this same funnel, and instead of building over and over, if I ever want any change, all I have to do, so instead of building over and over and rewriting the values, what I do is I go to the custom values and I will just change the value of the free training custom value or any custom value I want. In this case, you can see here that all the custom values match here what is in this funnel. That is because I use custom values, so I don't have to write the information over and over. This applies to for websites, for workflows, emails, and SMS. Another big mistake I see with people is using too many external tools. Calendly, Kajabi, ActiveCampaign, RingCentral, School, Acuity Scheduling, ClickFunnels, etc. So HighLevel right now, at this point, can do pretty much all you need to keep and grow and run your business. For example, just one function here, courses and communities. Okay, HighLevel now has courses and communities, so there is absolutely no reason whatsoever, in my opinion, to use other platforms like Teachable, Kajabi, or Kartra, or ClickFunnels, because HighLevel contains all in one. It's one hub. So HighLevel is a singular tool that replaces ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, any form tool, WooForm, Typeform, SG, email marketing, Klaviyo, MailChimp, two-way bookings and appointments, Acuity Scheduling, Calendly, Go Once Hub, Workflow Automation, Skip, courses and products, as I said before, Teachable, Kajabi, call tracking, communities, School, Circle, most importantly, document signing, PandaDoc, DocuSign. There is no reason to use these tools if you have HighLevel. So if you want to use HighLevel the right way and learn how to properly use HighLevel, how to implement it for your business, I do have a community for all my affiliates that are in the unlimited plan or the pro plan. Also for the people that upgrade under me to the unlimited plan or the pro plan. So in this community, we show people how to properly implement HighLevel and automations for your business, but most importantly, how to develop the systems mindset to become a systems integrator. The best part, if you join with my affiliate link, the unlimited or the pro plan, you get to add team members to you. You get to add up to 2 team members to your list, to this community, so they can be trained under you. You can ask any question that you need, any single question that you need. You can post in the community, I will respond. For example, one of my community members is asking how to do inventory control in HighLevel. I just responded here. Every single coaching call is recorded. We do 2 calls a week. So every single week, we do 2 calls a week. We do a Tuesday call We do a Thursday call. Every single call is recorded, and you have unlimited access to me. Every single coaching call is useful and it's tailored to your needs. So whatever you ask me, I can answer there on the spot. And that leads me to the final mistake, which is building everything by yourself instead of training your team. If you're the only person who knows how anything works, every question comes to you, every change requires you. You are the bottleneck. You can't scale. You can't take a day off. You are trapped. So here's what winners do. They train their team, or they provide the training, for example, giving them access to the automation school. So your team can be taking care of these little things and eventually become the operations person, become the systems person for the company. So they can take this off your plate. So if this sounds like you, and you're wasting time using HighLevel because you don't know how to use it properly, how to use it effectively, then I strongly recommend you either upgrade to the Unlimited or the Pro plan under me. So you're gonna get access to all these resources. The link is in the video description.